Okay, so back to main scene. So yeah, we have her, which she's a Ice Wizard 110, with these stats for those curious.
Dang, dude, look at her pet. Can't
Ah,
tell that's like
I
a
mean,
set.
that's a total set. I mean,
God damn, dude.
I mean, unless she just generally hates deaths in general, I mean, it could always be. You never know, but I mean, that should be
True.
pretty obvious. That she just doesn't like deaths in general. I mean, maybe just has like a bad history with them or something.
God damn.
I mean, just saying. I mean, that's a feisty death hatred. Or the I want to win and get the grand prize of $105 worth of crowns and like other goodies that increase my net winning value. So hey, I mean, a lot of prizes are on the line here. I mean, you are allowed to set, and you can have up to 75% resistance. Just saying. I mean, anything's possible.
With Popsicle.
Yeah, for sure. The sky is the limit, and the gear you can choose by the point. Well, in the game. I mean, there's lots of gear that a lot of people don't use or don't like because they're too scared to be creative, but we're looking for someone to use creative hybrid builds. Like, I'm surprised, like, these two ladies didn't really use, like, a universal damage build with lights out, you know? I mean, that's something generally you would see in, like, shadow creature builds, right? Like, a lot of universal damage. I mean, they're using about their standard gear with a couple, parts modified to be setting, but I mean, still. I mean, it's standard gear for their setups. I mean, they're consistent. Like, I don't know, like, what they're planning, but I mean, hey. I mean, if they can win the game without, like, specific gear, that's better for them, but, you know, I like the specific gear. I think it's really
Do you know
cool.
what she's talking? Oh, sorry about that. Do you know what she's talking about by where is my OP?
I don't know. I guess that's part of your duty slash the other referee's duty.
I don't know what I don't know what an OP is.
I don't know, but yeah, I'm ready when you are to start the match.
I'm ready too. She's just complaining about the house.
I don't know. I mean, it's just a house. I mean, it's
Yeah,
pretty enough on the
that's
stream. It
what
looks
I'm
cool.
saying.
I mean, look at the frickin' zebra thing. I mean that's impressive, and like the zoo statue and like the elephant statue. I mean, they're starting the match now. I mean, I can't wait to see how they're going to use lights out for their advantage. I mean, we've seen many different, or this type of strategy can be taken many different ways. I mean, we've tested this in our testing grounds and saw that there's a lot of possibility with this, even though it is a RNG based sport. Well, game mode, I mean. And it is a bit more heavier, and a lot of people did complain that they didn't really like the idea of this being a game mode, but hey, when we had a lot of game modes to choose from, and we wanted to go and find what best suits the referee's opinion on what would be the most interested, this is what we chose. Lights out.
Yeah, something to note for is that Ice, you know, has used shadow spells and, you know, strategies that we've seen on ladder, such as the tanky Jade strat with Dark Nova.
Yep, but we're not doing any Jade stuff because direct Jading's not allowed, because that's part of the post-voting strats. You just, well, you technically can use segments of Jade gear if it doesn't get over 75%, but I mean, certain practicability in this day and age isn't that practical. I mean, more of the hybrid build is kind of what you want to do. I mean, they're just going for the normal type of gear, and just going on there with their universal damage with the shadow enhanced spells, not shadow enhanced, but the 2-pip shadow creatures.
Yes.
I mean, will they use Nova, Seraph, or what's the other one? Whatever the other one
Nova,
is.
Shepherd, and
Nova, Shepherd, and yeah, like which out? Excuse me, which out of the three will they use? I mean, could be any, and how will they build up to that, and will they realize what's the obvious advantage of that Isabel could do if what she could realize the power of anti-death magic, really, right? Like if she was smart, I mean, she would, or if she was thinking of everything, I would say include the death dispels, right? Because if I
Yeah,
was her, I would go and load up some death dispels, and then make all my 6 death dispels count, you know, right?
Yeah, of course.
Because, hey, I mean,
Right
it's a
now-
death wizard and it would directly misbenefit her, and also it helps you get rid of your feints on you. Like, seriously.
We do see the first attacking spell being casted.
I mean, yeah,
And,
that is a move, for sure. I will
Very
wonder,
general.
though, like, if there is a feint, though, what are the prevention methods we're going to see here? Like, we obviously have death using some of their own hurt and get a benefit spells, but will we get something a bit different, like, as another way to get rid of feint? Like, will we see something like Cleanse Word here? Like, that's one of the spells I really want to see someone use. It's doubtful that someone's going to use a Cleanse Word in this. But then again, you never know, right? Like, it's the
True,
Myth spell that gets rid of a trap on you. And I think it's for 0 pips, or is it 1? If you can't tell, I
0
don't use
pips.
it. Yeah, 0. I mean, it's really good on that. There's a wasted pip. You don't get a blade or, like, pips and stuff, but, I mean, there's benefits of it. Just using that one spell.
But
Yeah,
if you do
you can
think
only
about
kill
it-
with Shadow Pips, though. You can attack with any other spell, though. You just can't kill with that spell. That's not Shadow, 2-pip creature thing. That's how that is. I mean, go ahead.
The only thing with Cleanser Word though is right now in the current meta, Feint isn't too useful, so I wouldn't see people packing Cleanse Words.
Yeah, I mean, in general game, not really. I mean, I wish, in general, Cleanse Word's a bit more used, but hey, that's just the way the game is right now. Maybe it can evolve to the point where Cleanse Word is a beneficial card that every Myth Wizard needs to pack in their deck and, like, foreverly love or whatever, I don't know. But hey, I mean, maybe in this game mode, that there may be some practicability in that. Who knows? It happens. Yeah, I am a little sick. Sorry about that. And the little hiccups and chokes here.
I really do like this play from Amber, just, you know, using Vampire to get the health back that she, you know, lost from the Iceberg.
Yeah, I mean, trying to withstand herself so that she doesn't get one shot by a shadow creature build-up. Like, trying to stay high and keeping that base health, so she's good. But she does take some damage from her opponent Isabella by using that Lord of Winter. Gets rid of some of her pips and does a fair bit of damage.
If you think about it, one strategy that I don't think a lot of people have done is trying to die rather than killing with a shadow spell. Now hear me out here. Well, here's the thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
You could just keep, you know, I wouldn't say stalling, but just sort of playing around dying to shadow spells. Maybe just like healing yourself back up, just trying to play around the dying to shadow spell range. And just have your opponent accidentally, you know, land a crit on you and you die. from, like, a
Yeah.
normal spell.
Like, that
It's
is
kinda
a
more
strategy. I mean, anything's possible if you can play a game to that degree, and that is very hard. I mean, you're relying on a lot of risk there, but if you can play that, I mean, you definitely get a valued win. Your opponent may
After
hate
this?
you, but I mean, it's definitely a thing you can do. Like,
Yeah, after this, I'll see if
Yeah.
anyone's actually doing that strat.
Like Amber, for the most part, has been playing pretty well, and she hasn't did anything that's against the rules. I mean, all of her opponents have done okay, other than the fact they DQ'd themselves out of the match. It's unfortunate, but, you know, that's how it happens. Yeah, I have no membership, oh well. I don't really need to know. But hey, other than no membership, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, Amber's statistically so far throughout the first 2 rounds is good. Like if you were to go ahead and simulate what would happen if the opponents didn't actually, well, DQ themselves out of the world. I don't know much about Isabel, though. I mean, who's been keeping track about Isabel and how her track record been and how well her match has been as Ice Wizard? Because I would like to know how she's shaped up.
I know she's definitely the favored one to be going through this right now. Everyone is considering her to be one of the better players in this tournament, and she'll most likely advance on. But right now, as we see, both of them are at the same health, but even though Amber is from first, she's at super low pips, whereas Isabel has about 10 more pips than her plus a bubble up.
Yeah, I mean, part of what allows Isabel to stay and withstand this is just the plain health that Ice has. I mean, 7,500 versus 6,000. I mean, you see the difference there? I mean, that base health and this general tankiness and that extra 10% resistance towards death, I mean, for sure helps her out in that withstanding. I mean, Ice is just made to tank out or withstand a lot of pressure. And she's doing her job as Ice Wizard pretty well. And changing her tempos as the time is needed. I mean, she has lots of combo potential. I mean, she has the 2 Shadow Pips here, infallible. She's probably going to start her combo now. Like, go and cast, like, whatever 2-pip Shadow spell she likes and then combo into her favorite way, in all honesty.
Do you think we will see any Shadow Shields come out?
If I was one of them, I would put a Shadow Shield there. Yeah, and then if there was a Shadow Shield on the other side, I would also pack and Pierce, because that's not banned. Keep that in mind. It's allowed.
Now here's the thing, we don't have Isabel running the Darkmoor wand or the robe, so she is not getting any of the blades or...
Yeah, unless she has a legendary treasure card that we're unaware of, which is a possibility. Well,
Meanwhile,
well,
Amber's
maybe.
running those items that give the item cards, so
Yeah.
that's going to be really helpful for her.
Yeah, you can say it's a dream for one opponent that doesn't have them natively. Right? But
yeah,
oh well.
of course.
I mean, yeah, it's very unlikely, but I mean, we know what's consistent and what's possible. And Amber's preparing for any stun trickery that's happening. Because, you know, Isabel's starting up Dark Nova. And a lot of things that these Shadow Creature strategies, or Shadow Creature user strategies like to do is include a stun in their strategy to make where their opponent can't do anything for a round. Normally, like, one of the crucial rounds where your opponent can ruin your combo. But Amber was thinking ahead, or was being very cautious on that, because she didn't want to be shut down at a crucial moment when she could counter it. But I mean, hey, look at it. She's going ahead and starting up what's it called, the Shadow Seraph thing, the healing one.
Yeah,
I mean,
Shepherd's gonna be coming out.
Yeah, Shepherd versus Nova. I mean, it's going to be interesting. And, like, who will win? Will it be the aggressive or the more friendly healing type one to win, right?
Isabella definitely has momentum in this match with the infallible and the bubble, so I do think she'll come out ahead here.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem pretty odd, or it does seem very likely she will, but you never know, though. Like, for all we know, she has, like, a key ace on her. Like, she could just have a Death Dispel, or in case of the Feint, which could happen, or she could just combo with that, because I'm pretty sure this is a boost, right? Because it does heal.
Yeah, I think so.
And that is... oh yeah, she can also have Mastery Amulets that give the shield item card. Good point, Galaxy. Yeah, you can get Mastery Amulets with the shield. Well, that's... But, yeah, we don't know. I don't think they use them anyways. They could if they wanted that, but they kind of like to block, though. Ooh, a bad Juju, though. We haven't seen this in all of my matches I've been watching. It's a 2-pip bad Juju, though. It's a very special card. 90% weakness, so she is being cautious against her opponent. She does not want her opponent to do any beneficial damage.
This is going to force Amber to hit, maybe with another vampire, but she just hit last turn, so...
I mean, or she can goal. I mean, if that's what's in hand and she wants to do something fancy next round, I mean, that's up to her. I mean, how will she counter it? I mean, she wants to go ahead and get a heal back, right? So goal would probably be a very good option. Or that. I mean, that's okay too. I mean, I wouldn't really necessarily do that because you lose a like on your thing, or on your Shadow Creature, right? And you still have that weakness on you.
I do believe so.
I mean, it's either that she's in a really bad position or something, but I mean, she's in very sketchy waters here. I mean, it's pretty much GG for her. I mean, there wasn't much she could do anyways, in reality. I mean, that's... Oh, wait, she's alive, though.
200 health left.
Wow. Well, 182, actually. Like, holy dang.
Oh.
Like, I thought that was GG for a second, but hey. Game mode's lights out. You pretty much kill with shadow creatures only. Cannot use Beguile. That's the main things you should know about. Moderators in chat can explain more while we commentate. But I mean, yeah, that's for sure a clutch from Amber. We could see. I mean, Amber is very low health. I mean, she can do all sorts of things that, like, she could go and do like a wraith and heal a lot, and then boost that, and that will get rid of the weakness and will boost it. Or she shields.
Main concern. I think your main concern right now should just be being on the offense.
I think she should, because she's gonna have that minus 90, right? Like, she should have like vampired goal or anything. Like, she would have had a decent heal on that. I mean, a double heal, right? Like a goal, and that would have made her life a lot easier. And this is actually an interesting move too. Like, she uses the advantage of having more death resistance to use the sacrifice heal as a TC. I mean, that's a very interesting move.
Also playing around life dispels.
Yeah, and playing it around the potential life dispels, as generally that's what most people do. I mean, that's a smart move on trying to anticipate your opponent's playstyle. I mean, again, I mean, Isabella IceGem, which a lot of people, or like you said, a lot of people really are looking forward to her winning, or like betting on her for the match and stuff, right? Like, she is playing the game pretty elegantly. I mean, she put a negative 60% down for the defense, and I mean, she's playing cautious here. I mean, Amber's in the pretty deep waters. If she doesn't heal here or do something very beneficial, or find a 1-pip shadow creature that instant KO your opponent, guaranteed, which I'm pretty sure that doesn't exist. Yeah, I mean, oh, that is a terrible, fortunate reality that happened to her. Seal Word. Yeah, that's a 50 shield.
That's a great utility card from Ice that I don't see used a lot.
Yeah, I mean, she really does think like a good Ice Wizard. Like, if she was facing against like a Fire Wizard, for example, I would assume she would use cooldown 2 in her deck, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Now, Isabella's back to 2 Shadow Pips, so we are most likely going to be seeing a Dark Nova come out from her, but the Shepherd does come out from Amber, so she is going to have to be really cautious here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. Well, the good news about this game mode is, it's in a way it's beneficial. Like, if you're at low health and your opponent doesn't have a shadow creature up, it's not all that bad for you. In reality, you can still live and do other stuff because they can't directly kill you unless they want to lose, right? Did Isabella pass that last turn?
I think so. But yeah, I mean, this is a very good match, though. I mean, Ice Wizard Isabella is performing in a very good capacity for Ice Wizards these days, pulling all sorts of good tricks and good countermeasures. I mean, Amber's doing okay now. I mean, she lost some tempo from before, but she's slowly building back up from a loss. I mean, it's back to the Nova versus the Seraph or whatever it's called. I need to remember my names better.
Nah, it's Shepherd.
Shepherd, sorry. I keep thinking of the other one. Shepherd. I mean, Shepherd versus Nova. I mean, same combo going on. I mean, we can see like which ones they prefer. I mean, it's quite interesting when you think about it that Ice Wizard using Nova as their main one versus the opposite, really. But, I mean, hey, I mean, that's guess what they train in their deck and what strategy they like using more.
Here's a real question: what do you think Amber's gonna do next turn?
I don't know. I mean, all sorts of stuff is possible here. Like anything. I mean, her pet help out. Now I'm hoping, or she's probably like hoping and wishing that her pet like helps out the shadow creatures. Like, it just heal about 10 times and automatically get it to perfect if it's like attack now. Heh. That's probably her dream. Well, actually, attack now would be bad, but oh well. You just poison spam. You know, poison spam. Poison doesn't actually increase that shadow creature, right?
No, I don't think it does.
Yeah, she's not doing. Oh wait, maybe it is. Okay, never mind. Wait, no, it didn't. Or am I? Yeah. But you can't tell I'm not really good at shadow creatures. Well, if it does something I'm gonna say that didn't do much for her. She didn't really efficiently use that. Like for death, she probably should have stepped to more of the vampire strategies or the you're using the drains more effectively as a def, and maybe even carry a lot of gold TCs even when using that strategy, right?
Yeah, correct. Now, I think this is just game here.
I mean, she's in a bad
Amber's
position.
under 400 health.
I mean, she would have to have a miracle to win. Or some
She
like...
needs to bad juju herself and not die in order to win.
I mean, she would have to have a good way to do that. I mean...
No, I think this is just game.
I mean, it's game in majority of cases. Plus, alternate reality comes here and just says no and switches the match. I mean, trying to give a last stand. Which
Shepard comes out. No counter to the Dark Nova, so I think that's game.
I mean, yeah. It would have been nice if she like used like Lord of Night or something as well. Like try something new. Well, and that would have probably helped her a little bit, at least use once because of the health debuff. Would have made it where her opponent's a lot less health.
True.
And there's a lot of potential that could have happened. But I mean, hey, you don't make these rules.
1 health.
1 health?
1 health. One
wow.
Shit, boys.
Holy macaroni, paraloni.
Amber is in no room for mistakes here. She's got to do something. I think we're gonna see a poison into a vampire.
This is the definition of clutch, chat. Like seriously, as I told you, alternate reality or the gods themselves giving her one last chance to survive such fate. She either changes her fate on losing here or coming back strong.
That's insane.
Will she make her combo with her favorite shadow creature work well versus the Nova that's been decently okay with Isabella? Will she use the drains effectively in combo? I mean, I don't know. Anything's possible.
These vampire timings have been very off to me.
Yeah, like in this game, I really feel like she's kind of been off sync, in all honesty, right?
Right.
Like, she really hasn't been on game. Like, she was earlier in the match, but like once the first shadow creature mess and anomaly and situation happened, it went downhill, which is really unfortunate for her. I mean,
it's the 4th time Isabella's pet has healed, and if you add all the total times the pet has healed,
that's a lot.
Isabella would have been dead by now.
I mean,
if the pet didn't heal at
legit
all,
clutch pet. I mean, make cast heals. I mean, a lot of people will hate them for sure, but I mean, when they do clutch you, I mean, you gotta respect that. It's part of your strategy. Like, do you believe in the RNG gods to help save you? That's what happens. I mean, the same thing for Amber too.
Yeah, Isabella's back to 2 shadow pips, are most likely going to be seeing a Dark Nova come out because she is just trying to do as much damage as she can right now.
I mean, that's the only way she can kill. That's the only possible.
She's just trying to force out a Dark Nova.
Yeah, indeed. That's just how it is. I mean, she's trying her best and trying to heal from this, but I mean, this really isn't that strong. Like,
yeah, these shepherds have been very weak.
But she hasn't been like executing the combos with them. Like, she's trying something that she's probably very uncomfortable with. Like, it's probably a thing she doesn't really do as a def, right? Maybe she wasn't really good back in the era when it was necessary to do that, right? Or when shadow creatures were at its prime. Because a lot of people used to use shadow creatures at a pretty high skill level, or at least ranking.
Yeah,
a reshuffle here. That's our first reshuffle of the tournament that I'm aware of. There might have been a reshuffle in another match, though. I could be wrong.
That's the first one we've seen, though.
First one we've seen on this channel for sure. Base's channel, Songster channel, and Blaze's channel. I have zero clue. I mean, as the viewer said, that this game mode is filled with RNG. You are right, good sir. This is a match where the luck and the gods have been with and against at the same time of each and every player, truly giving the opportunity for the most awesome match ever to happen. I mean, that's what's happening.
Last turn, Dark Nova did about 380 something damage or 360 something damage. What Amber has to do right now is to get out of that range to where she can still live with a very minimal amount of health.
Yeah, I mean, she knows the numbers, what happens when her opponent attacks her. She knows that statistic. If she can work around that, she's able to live and work longer. Like, will she go ahead and do her best to extend this to a 45-minute long match? I don't know. That's the thing she's doing. Yes, I'll give you the link for the bracket. But I mean, seriously.
Balefrost here was good.
I mean, Balefrost is a good idea. I mean, it works on Balefrost, and you can use that part of your combo potentiality. Like, I mean, what Amber should do, in all honesty, is go ahead and use one of the giveaways. There may be a giveaway. One of the monitors will do it if they have the code. If not, then I'm gonna yell at like a monitor to do that later. Slash, I'm not in charge of the code, so I can't give them out.
Vampire has to be the card to get her over 380 health.
Yeah, I mean, she has to probably hope for a critical to get any hope of desire. I mean, without a critical, I don't know. Well, critical would guarantee her safety. I mean, this is going to come very close, for sure.
Another pet heal, bringing Isabel back to over 1,000 health.
I mean, that's what makes Ice really hard, though. That their natural ability to just withstand a vast amount of damage and like take a lot of hits while just pushing on and slowly whittling down your opponent. I mean, this is the definition of what Ice does, and she's doing that pretty well with Nova. I mean,
yeah,
she works well with Nova itself. I mean, she implements it decently, and it's been adapted.
And a Shadow Pierce, this is a game for sure.
I mean, unless it goes by 1 health again, and then we just go, oh yeah, it's 1 health.
Oh,
never mind,
yeah.
the 1900 health. Yeah, I mean, either way, I mean, that was a good game against Amber and Isabella. I mean, very good. I like that game, and that's truly beautiful. I love it.
Great way to end out the last match of the day. So,
Indeed.
yeah, Amber looking like the underdog to go in there. Even, you know, even from going second, Isabel played that very well. She played everything correctly. I don't think she messed up once.
Yeah, I mean, Isabel was really good as a Ice Wizard. I mean, she did what Ice Wizards do and performed to that level of expectation from a Ice Wizard of her caliber and reputation. Smart one at least, and I like that. For sure. I mean, Amber herself had a lot of challenges. I mean, she had really decent, or she did decently early game though, but the issue was, in her later game, she just fell apart, for sure. And for all we know, in the matches that like she won by DQ, it could have been way different if that wasn't won by DQ.
Dude, that match was insane.
Finally, I got a good match. That's gonna be a really good YouTube video.
That was awesome. Oh my gosh. Like,
that was
legit, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is the last match of the day. So yeah, that's it. That's all we got for now.
Yeah.
We will be live again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Indeed. And yeah, if you want to convert your time zone, go to Google. And for the very lazy folks that are on the Pacific, that's 10 a.m. PST.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I mean,
Wow.
the freaking 1 health and is how neck to neck it was. I mean, that's what you call this lovely performance by the players. I may do something after the crash, but we're doing the ending now.
That was terrific. Wow.
Good stuff,
well
though.
Done to both people. That was a really good match.
I mean, yeah, I mean, two players. I mean, one that's done really well in terms of what we've seen, and then the other player that's just performed really well, good reputation, and didn't lie. It was good perfection, and that's what we wanted
really well
in our
done.
tournament. I mean,
right.
matches like this.
That's all I gotta say.
Thank you, guys.